Regina is so ridiculous, thinking that as soon as her hand and Henry get home, everything is gonna be better. Henry does not waste any time. He goes right up to his room and takes a rope, tied up sheets, and puts them into the window and starts trying to escape. I wonder how those sheets that are huge are unnoticed by Regina. Henry gets caught by vine branches, though, much like what Cora did to Regina. Regina thinks she rescued him. Regina tries to show Henry that staying with her, he can learn magic, and she conjures up a cake. What is with these witches who love cake with so much frosting? It looks just as bad or worse than the blind witches. Way too much icing. She says he can bring friends over by saying he can bring friends over, but he says no one would want to come over because they are scared of her. And she says you can make them not be scared. That sounds a lot like Bay and Runkle. And this is exactly like trying to make someone love you. You can't make them love you or be your friend. It's only intimidation. Henry says he does not want to be Regina, and that hits her hard, reminding her of her mother, I think. Okay, Lager, do you have anything to add?
Yeah. First of all, hells yeah to cupcake magical powers. Henry had a line that made me cringe. It was, Gramps, you gotta use me, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe not. I know everyone thought I was cute and adorable, and me, I wanted to throw up. I'm like, no, just because he's a kid, don't give him the stupid lines. But this scene made me have a respect for him.
Yes.
Because I love you made me believe that I was crazy. What kind of parent does that? And my heart, tugged. I was like, oh my gosh. He does have real issues. He's just not a kid who's just jumping around and wanting adventure. He has seriously been under her thumb his whole life. And for some reason, there's a lot of Henry hate going around. I don't know why.
I don't understand that. He's one of my favorite characters.
I know. I think the kid's doing a great job. Oh, okay. The magic snorting. We have yet to see a magic user who is purely good aside from the fairies, but I have my suspicions about the fairies. I don't trust the blue fairy.
I don't trust her all that much either.
I think Nova is a pure spirit, and she needs to replace the blue fairy.
Yes.
The blue fairy's going to trick evil or something. But we have yet to see a magic user that is pure good, different magic of any kind is productive. Because she is feeling all this conflict. You can see it before she opens this book. But as soon as she inhales that stuff and her eyes glow, she's back to evil Regina again.
Uh-huh.
So it's just her, because not only is she fighting her own inner turmoil, it's almost like a drug addiction. Like, what is she without magic? She feels like she's nothing. So, yeah, that's all I got.
I like that comparison. I love that. I just had to say that, sorry.
Okay. Okay, Sin, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing because I was wondering if they'd actually put a dictionary on the magic use. I know it's harking along about, but in Buffy, when they did that with Willow and did the magic thing, I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So, I think that's
vampires ugly in Buffy. We're not talking about Buffy.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying not to divert the conversations, but whenever I talk, it always seems to go off in a random direction. But so and then going back to the Jefferson bit, and he was like, I was like, what if he hadn't used the potion? And Jefferson would have been stuck in the car, and then and then Jefferson would be up, and I was starting to have a little panic attack, and then I was like, oh. And I was like, he did a piece in his car. He was going to get married, and then he chickened out.
I don't understand anything you're saying.
Alright, that was my brain process, and I started to hyperventilate a little bit.
Yeah. You guys, I can't hear you.
I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I hate my computer.
Okay, Flame, do you have anything?
I don't say that again.
Alright.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, no, it's okay. Don't repeat it.
Okay. Okay, I think it's your turn, Flame.
My turn. Yes, my turn.
Okay.
We're talking about Regina and her magic drug addiction. Well, like I said, I like symbolic symbolism behind this, because they're showing you like how even though magic is really in real life fake, of course, but just but in the fairy tale, magic is like the most strongest drug ever. You know, it's like it pulls you in. I like how they take elements from the fantasy world into our own world. Everything's relevant. You know, it just depends how you look at it. And I like how they're doing that. You know, it's like it is the drug of the fairy tale world. You know.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like, not everybody gets to use drugs, you know.
Right.
And I'm saying it's like, and you know, usually I'm saying, you know, it's like not everybody has, you know, so it's like they're drugs, and you'll do it any end to get your drugs and your magic, as it were. So I like that.
Yes.
Okay. Double Red, you got anything?
Do I have anything?
Yes.
I do have to agree, first of all, with the whole whole symbolism behind the magic as a drug. I never saw it that way until Liger brought it up. The other thing I have to comment on is I felt so bad for Jeffy. Everyone else may think that he's a jerk, but you know, in that one,
I think it's
I just thought he was almost pathetically adorable.
Yeah, that's the one I would use.
And of course, me loving Jeffy, I roleplay him quite often, and I've actually come up with a name that Paige might have given that bunny. I call him Mr. Hatter.
Oh.
So yeah. And I have to say again, kudos to Little Henry, because, and I love the way that he's being written in this season so far, because it shows that he's definitely grown up now that people believe him. You know? But anyway, oh, and one more thing, sorry.
Okay.
Granny was Loki'd. Sorry, okay, I'm done.
Okay, I got something to say about the magic thing. I hate that everybody who uses magic in fairy tales or in a show, that all of them seem to be evil. That it seems like as long as you have magic, it corrupts you, or magic is evil, and so if you use magic, it turns you evil. And I don't see it that way. I see magic as, like, it's just like any other weapon. If it depends on how you use it. Like, if you're evil, you'll use magic evil, and if you're corruptible, you can use magic as evil. I don't think magic is evil. It's just like a thing that helps you do other stuff. Like, you can do that with any kind of weapon, like a bow and arrow or gun or anything like that.
Right.
It's just something that you use. It's not evil. Only you can be evil.
Okay, Smokey, there.
Can I say anything? Because I agree. But in a lot of Grimm fairy tales, if there was a good magic doer,
the person that they were trying to help had to do most of the work. Fairy tales were teaching you there is no easy solution. You can't poof, the problem is done. You have to go through the journey yourself. So I think it showed the contrast between the villains that say, okay, poof, you're still, and now I'm going to kill you, and so I can do this much for you to take care of the curse, but you gotta go to the lake and fight the monster and blah 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 blah. So we do see that contrast. I don't think it starts evil and good.
Well, it's like a quote from my own novel that I'm writing. There's no such thing as black or white magic. It's how you use it.
Exactly.
It's
That's
gray.
my quote from my novel.
It's gray. It depends on how you use it. It's not good or it's not straight evil. It's just a mixture of gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's more strength in those who don't use the magic.
Right, right. I agree that totally.
Okay, well, everybody ready for the next part?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
back in Fairy Tale Land, it's Regina's wedding day, and she's wearing the worst wedding dress ever. Hell, it's just the worst dress ever. Look at the bottom. Okay, I know people tell me that that's what they wore back then, but I thought it was all the way around, not just on the sides. Look at her big hips. Only way she can sit is on a couch now, or a chair with no sides. Though don't get me wrong, I do like her from the waist up. Cora sees the mirror. She tells Regina that she would do if she was queen, and Regina tries to push her mother through the mirror, but is stopped by blue magic. Rumpel shows up in the mirror and eggs Regina on to break free and push Cora into the mirror, which is exactly what she does, freaking screaming while she does it. Holy Cora looked shocked when that happened. Ha ha, the mirror then shattered, so no coming back through that. Regina looked shocked that she used magic even without the book. Okay. Lager, you got anything to add?
Yes. On costume wise, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the hoop skirt they used. I thought when they were fitting her and the dress was lying flat, it looked so much prettier.
Yeah.
But I think that shows her discomfort. Like, this isn't her element. So maybe that was it. And I don't know what time period they're going with the clothing. Sometimes it's colonial, medieval. But I like that. I like that.
Those are kind of times with the Victorian medieval.
Yeah. But one thing I hate though is that her crown is gold and then she's wearing silver and diamonds. I'm like, no.
Oh, no, I hate it.
Ugly. That pissed me off.
I didn't notice that.
I laughed hysterically when I rumbled through the mirror going, for sure.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it was great.
I kind of no, I did not feel for Cora when she gave a look of betrayal to her. No. But just being a parent biologically isn't enough. There's more to the relationship. So she assumed that her daughter would, quote, love her and protect her and never do this kind of betrayal to her because of the mother-daughter biological relationship. But there's so much more that needs to be in that relationship. And I think it's in that moment when she realizes, oh, because I've been a crappy mom. But no, she doesn't learn her lesson, obviously. We'll see later. But, yes. So that was a good moment, and we'll see that same look from Regina when she's talking to her son, Henry.
Yep.
Okay, Sin, do you have anything? Do you have anything, Sin?
Mainly just when I saw Rumpelstiltskin stood in the mirror, just saying, push her. I just also like, I saw him miniaturized and chibified on a shoulder as a little demon, and then on the other side, a little good one.
There you go.
Just like, no, don't push her. Yes, you want to push her. No, please don't push her. And sort of something along like that, and then I got distracted.
Okay, Flame?
And that is my contribution.